team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Might as well give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at him and gashing him right out the gates.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage, so that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. And as he throws, it's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job.
Turning it on. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown.
receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the defenses are scared out of their mind.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle. He's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
And right down the middle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Dennis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Direct snap. Dances away. He's going to take off. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. using his feet. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Looking for space, it's Riley. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Jukes his way for more. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and you see those sticks and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn!
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he can advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. Across the 45. There he goes to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Chance just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Using his feet to buy time. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using his legs to buy some time. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pull down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. Got his man quick. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Turner. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cuber. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll immediately call timeout. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Dennis. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the 2nd half, you take the 1st kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's begin on what's going on in a big one in the American. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 10 over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little screen to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 35. Turning it on. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, we know this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. To throw, it's O'Neal. The short hands, it's Williams. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Aggies want to move quickly. Tight end now in motion. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Here we go!
Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And he'll be brought down. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. But close to the marker, it's Dennis. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. On the ground, it's Warren. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't...
There he goes! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the option. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Aggie! A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Even the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
In the end zone, it's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The throw picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Right back to it. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Fires to the big fella. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Grabbed in the middle, it's Turner. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. And some room to work. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Savage. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Crosses the 35. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.